I've decided we're overdue for a televisual feast on Cheery Tunes, so I'm just going to fire up the old telly, which is a bit similar probably to the way you have to start up a nuclear power station, I suspect. We start by turning on the power to 4 units underneath, the 4 units being the DVD player and box that converts the YouTube signals or sucks them out of the internet for us. There's the standards converter that converts the output from this box to RCA, what do you call it, the opposite of digital, can't think of the word, analog output to go into the standards converter, which is the 3rd unit. And then of course we have to turn on the television itself, and it takes a little while, as you know, to warm up. I shall let you witness that pleasure too, to get an idea of just how complex this situation is and the trouble which I'm prepared to go to entertain and amuse you. Exciting, isn't it? There it is. I can hear the sound coming through, and there's the picture. So that's how long it takes a 405 line valve television to warm up. I'm going to pause now while I find the remote control for the box, the magic box. It will suck YouTube into that flickering tube you see in front of you. Right, I've started up the box of tricks. I now need to select YouTube from this menu. It does seem odd using a remote control to control the output on a 405 line television. Connecting to the internet. Should get the YouTube, there's the YouTube front screen up now. I have to say who I am. I'm telling it it's me. And I'm going to pause here while I just sort out what I wish you to watch. Right, thank you for your patience. I've eventually found my way down to my YouTube Watch Later page. Can't get it in focus though. I don't know why it's not focusing today. It refuses to do it. I might need to go further back. Oh, I don't know what it's doing. Anyway. Perhaps further back's better. It refuses to focus. I'm just going to pause again. Oh, there we are. It's done it now. We're going to have some Bernard Cribbins. And I'm going to play you, first of all, the Hole in the Road song. And then I'm going to let that run on to the next video in my Watch Later list, which is Right Said Fred, but to an animation that was done at the time that this was a hit, using gonks. Now, who remembers gonks? Gonks were little round fat men with no necks, usually with a little cap on, and this animation of Right Said Fred was done with gonks. Then I found, after that, one much more modern animation done with Lego. So I'm going to let that run too. So we'll have the song twice, but with 2 different animations. Well, it amuses me anyway. So let's play the first one. I'm hoping there won't be any adverts. Digging his hole all in the ground, so big and torn around he wasn't there was I.
Digging it deep, it was flat at the bottom and the sides were steep. When along comes this bloke in a bowler, which he lifted and scratched his head. Whoa, we looked down the old demented soul and he said, do you mind if I make a suggestion? Just dig it down, dig it elsewhere. You're digging it round and it ought to be square. The shape of it's wrong, it's much too long, and you can't put a hole where a hole don't belong. Oh yeah, what a liberty, eh? Nearly back you running a bowler. Oh, there was I, stood in me old shoveling earth. For all that I was worth, I wasn't there. Was him standing up there so grand and official with his nose in the air. So I gave him a look sort of sideways and I leaned on me shovel and sighed. Whoa, I lit me a fag and heavy took a drag, I replied. I just stood there to dig it elsewhere. I'm digging it round cause I don't want it square. And if you disagree, it doesn't bother me. That's the place where the hole's gonna be. Well, there we were discussing this hole in the ground. So big and sort of round it was, it's not there now. The ground's all flat and beneath it is the bloke in the bowler hat. That's that.
Here comes Right, said Fred, with the gonks.
Cadbury presents Battle of the Inventors.
Excuse the advert.
Cadbury Inventor Bar will you back?
Right, said Fred, both of us together, one each end and steady as we go. Tried to shift it, couldn't even lift it. We was getting nowhere, and so we had a cup of tea. And right, said Fred, give a shot to Charlie. Up comes Charlie from the floor below. After straining, even and complaining, we was getting nowhere, and so we had a cup of tea. And Charlie had a think, and he thought we ought to take off all the handles and the things what held the candles. But it did no good, well I never thought it would. All right, said Fred, have to take the feet off to get them feet off, wouldn't take 'em out. Took its feet off, even took the seat off, should have got us somewhere, but no. So Fred said, let's have another cup of tea, and we said, right-o. All right, said Fred, have to take the door off, need more space to shift the so-and-so. Had bad twinges, taking off the hinges, and it's got us nowhere, and so we had a cup of tea. And right, said Fred, have to take the wall down, that there wall is gonna have to go. Took the wall down, even with it all down, we was getting nowhere, and so we had a cup of tea. And Charlie had a think, and he said, look Fred, I've got a sort of feeling, if we remove the ceiling with a rope or two, we could drop the bloody through. All right, said Fred, climbing up a ladder with his crowbar, gave a mighty blow. Was in trouble, half a ton of rubble landing on the top of his dome. So Charlie and me had another cup of tea, and then we went home. I said to Charlie, we'll just have to leave it, set it on the landing, that's all. You see, the trouble with Fred is he's too hasty. Now you never get nowhere if you're too hasty.
Isn't that lovely? Now we've got the Lego version. I think he's got a slight introduction to it because it's from a group that's produced a number of animations to things. Where's it gone? It's not going to come of its own accord. I shall pause and investigate. Oh, it suddenly started appearing.
Right, said Fred, both of us together, one each end as steady as we go. Tried to shift it, couldn't even lift it, we was getting nowhere, and so we had a cup of tea. And right, said Fred, give a shout to Charlie, up comes Charlie from the floor below. After straining, even and complaining, we was getting nowhere, and so we had a cup of tea, and Charlie had a think, and he thought we ought to take off all the handles, and the things what held the candles, but it did no good, well I never thought it would. All right, said Fred, have to take the feet off to get them feet off, wouldn't take 'em out. Took his feet off, even took the seat off, should have got us somewhere, but no. So Fred said, let's have another cup of tea, and we said, righto. All right, said Fred, have to take the door off, need more space to shift the so-so. Had bad twinges, taking off the inches, and it got us nowhere, and so we had a cup of tea, and right, said Fred, have to take the wall down, that there wall is gonna have to go. Took the wall down, even with it all down, we was getting nowhere, and so we had a cup of tea, and Charlie had a think, and he said, look Fred, I got a sort of feeling, if we remove the ceiling, with a rope or two, we could drop the bladder through. All right, said Fred, climbing up a ladder with his crowbar, gave a mighty blow. Was he in trouble? Half a ton of rubble landed on the top of his dome. So Charlie and me had another cup of tea, and then we went home. I said to Charlie, we'll just have to leave it standing on the landing, that's all. You see, the trouble with Fred is he's too hasty. Now, you never get nowhere if you're too hasty.
Isn't that great? I love it. What you missed as a treat is an advertisement that appeared on YouTube before the video started for Brompton electric bicycles. I recently completed a survey, having just bought one, saying how pleased I was with it, and ever since then, whenever I turn on anything to do with multimedia, I get Brompton electric adverts appearing. So there's the backroom boys think they've got me sewn up, but I've already bought one. So advertising sent to people who've already bought the product seems a bit of a waste of money, doesn't it? Anyway, on that philosophical note, I shall meander off. That's enough for Cheery Tunes today. Hope this turns out all right. It's been a bit chaotic, really. Anyway, fingers crossed. Bye for now.